New World Wrestling Extreme presents Combat Warfare 10 at the American Legion Post 85 Outdoor Pavilion in Woonsocket, Rhode Island on Saturday night, May 16th. Tickets go on sale April 1st, $15 in advance or $20 at the gate the night of the event. Call 401-766-7585 for ticket information. And we will take things to the extreme with the innovator of violence, Tommy Dreamer, as he takes on King Leon VI. For the New World Wrestling Extreme Heavyweight Championship, the Spotlight superstar Darley Decimo will defend his title against the masshole Mike McCarthy. The New World Wrestling Extreme Tag Team Champions, the House of Pain, will be in action in Woonsocket defending their titles, but against who? We'll find out on May 16th. For the Openweight Championship, the Saturday Night Delight, Vincent Abruzzi, will defend against the man with the best brows in the business, Ty Shine. The magnificent Marco Santiago will take on the last outlaw, Garrett Holiday, at Combat Warfare 10. In ladies action, the Great Wolf Warrior, Nakoma Tala, returns to take on the debuting Miss DeVille. And in singles competition, it'll be the ace, Sammy Diaz, against Deman. And ladies and gentlemen, we will also present the second annual George N. Sawyer Memorial Fight for Your Heroes Battle Royal. 15 men entered in this Battle Royal. It's all going down Saturday night, May 16th. Let's get extreme.
Good evening, Woonsocket, Rhode Island. How we doing out there, huh? What a good crowd we got here. Everybody, welcome to the American Legion Post 85 here in beautiful Woonsocket, Rhode Island. Whoa. Wow, look at this crowd here. Again. Nice. Ooh. Lights up bright, ain't they? Wow. How many people were here for Combat Warfare 9? Did you have a good time? You ready for raising hell? What a night. Well, this is my business partner,
big business. And I guess you want to have a couple words? You want to say something? All right. Hi, everybody. You know, we worked very hard for this, but with hard work comes reward. And the reward is being able to do whatever you want to do. Okay? Now, last show, I came out and beat the piss out of everybody with a kendo stick. But I'm not going to do that tonight. No. I have my tan suit on tonight. I'm not going to damage my beautiful tan suit. Y'all like my tan suit? I look better than that cheese-eating Obama, I'll tell you that much. Give it up for me in my damn tan suit.
Listen, they don't want to listen to us talk and all this. But anyways, folks, right now, we would like to introduce the new general manager of New.
He needs no introduction. This man is a hard-working regulator. This man is responsible for all of us being here today. He's responsible for all this. So without any further ado, let me introduce to you the new general manager of New World Wrestling Extreme, Tank the Tank. And the man, we have unleashed his true hidden talent, okay? You want to talk about putting out seats, you want to talk about regulating, you want to talk about marketing and promotions, this is the guy right here. I fought for this man to get here. I fought for him. And I know he's not going to let us down. So Tank, you know, I have a new nickname for you because Tank the Tank just sounds so brutish. It sounds brutish. I have a new nickname for him. I have a better name for him. From now on, we are going to call him Think Tank. Okay? This man's mind is like a cannon, believe me. So without any further ado, I just want to say, brother, welcome aboard, congratulations, and remember one thing. If anything goes awry in New World Wrestling Extreme, if there's chaos, if there's disorder, if things break, you know you're gonna have to fire somebody tonight, okay? Boy, he hasn't even been in the position for 5 minutes, and look at that. But if anything, look at me, if anything goes wrong, it falls squarely on your head. On your head. The floor is yours.
We're going to go now. Take care of NWWExtreme because this is raising hell, and that's what we're going to do. Hell yeah,
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Please, please get out of here. What's going on, all you chowderheads? It's your buddy Tank here. Introducing New World Wrestling Extreme's Raising Hell. Finally, after 2 months of relentless talking and promoting and convincing all of you to get here. But you didn't come here to hear me talk, right? We could talk all night, but I have 18 wrestlers back there waiting to kill each other in front of all of you. And there might be blood on this kid's hands at the end of the day, right here. This little guy. I want to thank everyone for coming out tonight. This is a huge deal for me. Every person that's in the locker room right now was hand-selected specifically for this night to perform for all of you here in Woonsocket. Where else can you go in this area and have live entertainment with 300-plus pound guys knocking the snot out of each other besides Back Alley Pub? Oh, you guys aren't from around here. All right, okay. You guys good?
They cheered louder for me than him.
Yeah, I heard it.
No, everybody heard it.
All right, guys. Welcome to New World Wrestling Extreme.
Thank you, sir.
Joe, it is a pleasure to be joining you here
Thank
at
you,
the
sir.
American Legion Post 85. We're about to raise
All
some
right,
hell, my
Woonsocket,
friend.
you guys ready to raise
It's
some
been an exciting
hell?
night already, and I just can't wait to get this thing started.
Here
I've
we
gotten
go.
bitten by about 70 mosquitoes already.
Senior referee.
Your senior referee for this bout, Mr. Jeremy Bell.
He means nothing but business. You can see by the look on his face. He's not rattled by the tumultuous locker room one bit. And that's the kind of resolve you get after being in the industry for about 12 years, as has Jeremy. We got ourselves another newcomer to New World Wrestling Extreme. Unbeknownst to many of the folks here in Woonsocket, but this is another pride and joy of Connecticut, representing both the Test of Strength promotion as well as PAPW. This is Sammy Diaz, and I've seen a lot of his action. I tell you right now, you do not judge a book by its cover, because this man's lack of size is nothing to consider him a less of a competitor for. He's going to bring every bit of the fight, whether he rubs people the wrong way or not.
Sammy Diaz already kind of mocking the crowd here, though, in Rhode Island. He's not making any friends right off the bat in this, what will be a triple threat match for the Openweight Championship. Diaz actually taking some time to jaw with the crowd. Do you know who this manager or friend of Diaz is? I'm not familiar with him either.
I can't say that I am. I mean, when he's competed at the event center at XWA, he's never brought any sort of manager with him. Maybe because this is some new ground, he felt as if some insurance was needed.
Ladies and gentlemen, this
Well,
match
quite honestly,
is
we are
scheduled
in
for
Woonsocket,
one
Rhode Island.
fall.
Bringing a bodyguard's a good idea. Some of these
It
people
is a
are
triple
honestly
threat match
disgusting.
for the
Not all of
NWWExtreme
them,
Openweight Championship. Introducing first, in the corner to my right, he is the self-proclaimed face of the company, the man of the 20th century, Deman!
My dad called me Dan DeMan when I was younger.
And introducing, in the corner to my left, he is managed by Richard E. Stone, Esquire.
Oh.
Weighing in at 190 pounds, he is from Hartford, Connecticut. He is known as the Ace. Let's give it up for Sammy Diaz. And in this corner, he is the NWWExtreme Openweight Champion, weighing 235 pounds from Las Vegas, Nevada. Let's give it up for Mr. Saturday Night Delight, Vinny Abruzzi. one fall, triple threat.
Wow, what an introduction by Joe Lowry, the ring announcer, man. I'm ready to go.
As am I. I mean, what a way to start things off. Openweight championship up for grabs. Vincenzo Abruzzi clearly has the home field advantage in this bout. With both Dan Deman and Sammy Diaz being relative outsiders, they're certainly going to have to keep on their heels, and they're going to have to get over the fact that the crowd really is just not going to be on their favor. Triple threat contest here, folks. All the standard triple threat qualifications apply. There are no countouts, and technically, there are no disqualifications. But that will be up to the discretion of the referee.
Wow. And just like that, Rhode Island is all upset again here in Woonsocket.
Oh, it doesn't take much to piss off a Rhode Islander, I'll tell you that.
That's true.
The opening bell is sounded, folks. It is official. It is 8 p.m. on the clock, and it's time to raise some hell.
Dan Deman, Diaz, all fighting for the love of this crowd now, but I don't think they're going to win out over Vinny.
Look at this. Vincenzo Abruzzi is certainly the favorite here amongst the faithful. But that's not going to really weigh in much. Joe, he's got to take on two contenders. And it seems as if Dan Deman and Sammy Diaz have already gotten on the same page.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they can sense they're probably both upset. Oh, look at that. Cheap shots by Dan Deman, though. Maybe not.
Taking both these guys out by the eyes early on.
I think Dan Deman suckered Diaz in, and now he's going after Vinny.
Moves rooted in desperation, if you ask me, my friend. But this is new ground.
Oh, and there we go. A little bit of payback by Diaz. Now chopping the champ across the sternum. Here we go.
Look at this. Now he hesitates on that whip.
Well,
and he's going after Dan Deman, throws him a club instead. Diaz looking to keep as much distance between he and the other competitors. But look at the champ feeling strong.
Champ's on top, and another arm drag there. Or a hip toss, rather. Scoop and a slam on top of Dan Deman. Champ going for the cover one. Only got a one.
Senior official Jeremy Bell in the thick of all this combat here. He's going to have to keep his eyes peeled. There is already a lot going on in the arena. Big swing and a miss by Dan Deman. Cross body by the champ. Cover.
Well, much closer that time. Diaz has to be more aware. He really wasn't there in time had there been a 3 count. It's a huge opportunity here. He's two different men you could pin. The champ doesn't have to be pinned to lose the title.
Diaz now overestimated with that lariat attempt. Doesn't bode well for him.
Oh, man. Huge inverted atomic drop there by Vinny, the champ, and now the champ's off the... Hey, wait a second. There's the Squire or the insurance policy that Dan Deman brought here, and a kick right to the shin.
Richard E. Stone with a clutch assist cover here. Dan Deman looking to capitalize upon it. And Sammy Diaz, unbeknownst to him, I mean, he almost lost this match.
Well, you know, I'm not used to seeing this Richard out here. He's actually with Diaz. I think I just said he was Dan Deman, but now he's going over strategy outside the ring, giving him some time to rest. He's got water by his side. Oh, what a chop there by Dan Deman across the chest of the champ in the corner. Diaz taking his time. And the champ's in trouble.
Big kick in the gut by Abruzzi, trying to create some distance between he and Dan Deman, but he is outnumbered. And Diaz looking to turn his chest into hamburger meat with those chops.
Well, here we go. You talked about alliances earlier before this thing started, and here comes an alliance now as they're stomping down on the champion.
Clearly on display, there's a strategy being executed here. The champion, he's going to have some serious resolve.
You know, if I was Diaz in there, I'd keep this up for a few more minutes, and then I'd probably, when the referee isn't looking, just poke Deman right in that eyeball so he's incapacitated. Here's a cover. And now the alliance potentially may have come to an end.
There is thunder in paradise as Diaz and Deman start to exchange some displeasantries, inadvertently giving the champ a minute to recover here. But he does not appear to be in a good way, Joe.
Well, he's getting beat up right now by these two guys who apparently brought they're realizing what they have to do to incapacitate the champ. Get him out of here, incapacitate him, injure him perhaps, throw him out of the ring, and then they can go at it themselves. And keep this thing a one-on-one and take the champ out of the equation. Oh, wait a second. Deman, oh, running bulldog and drop kick combination. Impressive stuff.
That's one way to win over the crowd.
And he might win the match too. Oh, so close for Deman.
Vincent Abruzzi now makes his way out to the arena. Nowhere near the ring. Diaz and Deman all locked up here.
We're already going out here into the crowd in Woonsocket. A huge chop by Deman. Diaz rolls in and back out of the ring. And wait a second, the champ is getting boots to the head by Richard Squire. What's his name again? I don't even know. He looks like an idiot. Huge chop there by Deman, and now Diaz trying to get out in the crowd. Where's he going? Champ trying to use the ropes to get back in the ring while Diaz chops Deman red. And I don't know what the official's going to do here, but all hell's starting to break loose out here.
He knows our senior official. His ultimate concern is the welfare of the competitors in this matchup. But I think Vincenzo Abruzzi, who's certainly on the losing end of an exchange.
I'll tell you what, Deman might be out. That leaping back elbow and then a huge kick right to the spine. And now a snapmare in the middle of the ring. And another shot to the spine.
Diaz off the ropes.
Whoa!
European-style uppercut.
That's got to be it. Oh, Deman.
Good job of isolating that spine on Diaz's behalf, but I think it's going to take a bit more for Deman to be out of this contest.
Yeah, potentially. I definitely underestimated Deman there, but I'll tell you what, that back elbow was devastating. Right across potentially the bridge of the nose. And you can see it, the exhaustion right now on Deman as he gets up for this back suplex.
Now that's impressive, considering the size differential between Diaz and Deman. Sincerely impressive.
And, you know, if Deman had any kind of wits about him there, that wouldn't have happened like you just said. Look at this. This is insulting. But when you get a guy that big and you're able to prop him up and back suplex him that way, he is absolutely resisting zero. Deman was not resisting whatsoever to that because of the back elbow earlier by Diaz. And now the champ's trying to make his way back in this. Oh, a huge shot right on the jaw. Oh, no, double knees to the jaw. Desperation from Deman.
Look at him as he makes his way over to his assailant there.
Oh, the foot on the rope was put on the rope by the Squire. Oh!
Oh, that is not even sanitary. Deman not having any love for Richard E. Stone III. Sammy Diaz pleading. I don't know how far that's going to get him. Deman wants gold. That is his conquest here tonight.
Absolutely. And now they're going to exchange blows in the center of the ring here. A couple of guys taking shots. The champ's on the outside trying to make his way back in. But right now, Deman across the jaw of Diaz. Diaz firing back.
Wait a minute.
Oh, the champ trying to get back in. He shoved Richard off. And double clothesline by the champ who's back.
Vincenzo is cleaning house.
Ducks
Dos
under.
and around they go.
And what the? What the heck is he doing in the ring now? Oh. Oh, look. Oh, clotheslines him. Oh, no, look out. He just absolutely knocked to Sunday out of the ring. Man, I'll tell you what, that lariat almost, no, a cutter! Vincenzo wasn't paying attention, he was too focused on the outside interference.
Diaz now charges in with a high knee lift. Staggering Deman, cinches him up for the fisherman suplex.
Oh!
Gets all of it.
Might have been almost a buster. Again, the back of the head. Deman's head is taking a lot of brutality in this match. And Diaz setting up Vincenzo. He's got him on top. Oh, no, wait a second. Roll through. 2, 3. He got it.
Here is your winner, and still NWWExtreme Openweight Champion, Mr. Saturday Night Delight, Vincent Abruzzi!
What a reversal by Vincenzo to retain the Openweight Championship. Awesome!
Bring some notice to the heavyweight title match that's going to be taking place near the end of the show between Slick Wagner Brown and New England Pro Wrestling Academy student Darley Decimo. He's not just your average student. This guy's made a lot of waves in a short amount of time. I mean, he's got championship caliber technique, if you ask me. We've seen a lot of him at the XWA Event Center.
Right.
Golden opportunity for him here tonight.
Well, absolutely. Anybody that comes out of that academy, obviously, the names that are known in the wrestling business over the years are incredible. So you know he's got a good training, a good background, and I'm not that familiar with him. You are probably more than I am. I'm very familiar, though, with Slick Wagner Brown, who's just a well-known veteran around New England and all over the world as far as wrestling is concerned. That could be one of the most exciting things, obviously, we see here. And obviously, when the world title's on the line, I hope the EMTs are here for the poor guy. Look at this. Well, you never know. Sometimes.
Another New World Wrestling Extreme debut.
Yeah, I like this song.
Aaliyah Morales is a North Shore sensation. I want to say this is her Rhode Island debut. But let's take it to Joe Lowry for the official introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, NWWExtreme recently held a Rising Star contest. And here tonight is the winner, Dylan.
Wow, look at that. Even the crowd can win something tonight.
This match is scheduled for one fall. It is a special ladies match. Introducing first, in the corner to my left. She weighs in at 120 pounds. She's from Willamette, Massachusetts. Let's give it up for Aaliyah Morales.
Wow. Very impressive here. It's going to be very
And in the corner to my right, representing the Abernathy Nation, she is the great warrior wolf, Nakoma Tala.
Wow. Big response for Nakoma. Here we go. These ladies are getting ready to lock up here. And as the night goes on, it's something that we got to mention. Collar elbow tie up here, but the humidity in here. It's going to get cooler outside, but I'm already starting to feel that warmth. The wrestlers are going to start to feel that heat too, I believe, in this enclosed area that we're in.
Well, the environment always has a huge impact on a wrestling match, but it looks as if Aaliyah Morales is not looking to allow that factor to weigh in too heavily, appearing to want to make quick work of Nakoma Tala. A lot of aggression early out on the gate. She's off to a great start.
Absolutely, very tenacious here, right off the bell. Head first, Tacoma's head right into the turnbuckle pad. And now Aaliyah just going right to the face. Big wrist lock. Whip to the buckle, reverse though. And Tacoma.
Big body splash. You can see Morales' head hit the part of that buckle. She could be a little loopy, but she recovers in time to throw a back elbow.
That's one of the troubles when you're that height. A lot of anybody who's that height who matches up with that turnbuckle, the back of their head smashing that turnbuckle pad. Other people who are taller, the back hits, it's not quite as bad. And now Morales with that arm, that arm bar.
A whole lot of torque on that hold.
And now she hooks the other arm back, pulling on there. Huge submission move. Tacoma's in trouble. Big trouble right now. She can't reach her rope. Both arms are locked up.
Morales has got a whole lot of torque on that hold, and Tala's got nowhere to go. It seems as if she's reaching for the rope to get her foot to make a rope break. Referee Gina Monti more concerned with what's going on up top, and I can't say I blame her.
Yeah, she caught the rope there for a second. I don't know if it was enough, though. She's touched it, and now she's rolled it over and actually reversed the move. Even more impressive.
Warrior Wolf is looking fierce. Her head is still in the game, which means it's anyone's match still, although Morales has had the majority of offense thus far.
What a grab of the arm. Morales really worked that arm there, and she used her weight to force Tacoma forward and then re-locked up on that arm. That was impressive by Morales. Great stuff here, obviously keeping Tacoma down on the mat. And now she's back up. And here's where the power plays in. And that's what Tacoma wants to do, is use her power against Morales, who ducks under a clothesline off the rope. And now she caught a shot right to the sternum there, under the jaw. 2. And she's in trouble. I really think she might be in trouble. She's got to get out of the ring.
Well, I think what's going on here is Morales is over-eagerness is starting to draw her towards making bad decisions. As you can see, Tala still got herself a calculated pace here. She's clearly in control.
Oh, man, right to the back of the head, though. Did you see her go into the ropes? She almost collapsed going to the ropes. She took a heck of a shot a minute ago, and she's starting to fatigue right now. Like you said, she was very eager. She used up all of that energy trying to put that submission hold on, and now she's out of it. And Tacoma is coming back here and feeling that adrenaline rushing through her body with Morales over her back. Oh, no, my God! That's it! 1, 2, 3.
Here is your winner, the Great Warrior Wolf, Nakoma Tala.
And that is what experience will buy you, Joe.
Nakoma, she let Morales use all her energy up and then came back.
Well, something they used to call a rope-a-dope back in the day, and it's actually a really sound strategy. You allow your opponent to tire themselves out. That's just what happened here. Tala had herself a game plan. She was able to think on her heels, and what a way to cinch in the victory here. Morales, in my opinion, I think she lost this match more than Tala could have won it.
Yeah, that was impressive by Tala. That was something to show to future students of wrestling right there. And Morales is probably going to go back and look at the video of that, and she's going to work on that in the future. She really did.
Your referee for this contest, Woonsocket.
Man, he almost hit the ceiling on that one.
Wow. I mean, I'll be honest with you, Joe. I'm a little thrown off because I'm very well acquainted with Big Bear Matoush. He's somewhat of an institution in Massachusetts, but I'm unaware as to who this tag team partner of his is.
I've never seen him, to be honest. I have never seen them. And is this how often does he usually tag with anybody else? He's usually a singles competitor, right?
Yeah, I mean, he'll tag with somebody in a one-off type of deal. I've seen him in plenty in six-man tag matchups. But as far as like being part of a tag team unit, this is a first.
Yeah.
A lot of firsts here tonight at the American Legion 85.
Absolutely, and it's exciting. It's exciting to be here on a night like this. This is when a promotion like this is really starting to get their wings, and you're getting to see it develop and shine. And we have so much unbelievable stuff coming up in New World Wrestling Extreme that you're going to be blown away by it in the future. And here comes the Tag Team Champions.
A House of Pain is a force to be reckoned with. And I don't think Bear Matoush has enough tag team partner to take on this duo.
Well, they mean it, man. It's right to the point. House of Pain. They mean exactly what they say. There's nothing else about them other than inflicting pain on their opponents. They're nasty. They're big. The fans love them. Well, right now the fans are loving them, and they are the tag team champions. They may not love them by the end of the night. Who knows what's going to happen here?
This is a full-on hoss fight, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know if the ring's going to be able to hold this one,
is scheduled for one fall. And it is for the NWWExtreme Tag Team Championship. Introducing first, in the corner to my right, from this neck of the woods, weighing in at too damn much and a bit more, Big Bear Matoush and Little Cubby Gonzalez Untamed!
Wow.
Little what?
Little Vatouche? I missed it. Little Bear Vatouche.
And in the corner to my left, they are the NWWExtreme Tag Team Champions.
Ask Joe when he comes
at
out
1,000 pounds per pressure per slap. From the Bronx, New York, give it up for the House of Pain!
Well, now the fans are letting them have it once they found out where they're from. But they should know they are the tag team champions.
Well, really shouldn't matter where you come from, in all honesty.
You know how fickle the people out here are, though.
That's true. Very true. Rhode Island, New England as a whole, but particularly Rhode Island, it's quite feudal still even in the 21st century.
Very territorial. I'm from Massachusetts. I can smell the Rhode Islanders from Massachusetts sometimes. I'm right on the border. Look at that. That's what it's all about.
Tag team title match, folks.
Man.
Little Bear Matoush with a golden opportunity here. Let's see if he makes the best of it.
Referee trying to get everybody on the same page, get him out of the ring here, and he's going to call for the bell anyway. All four men are still in the ring, and he's going to call for the bell already.
Look at this.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh. Wow, House of Pain. Well, the big man rocked the smaller cub. Did they say they were untamed? The Bear
That is the name of the duo here.
Untamed in the House of Pain. And down goes one of the members of Untamed, but the House of Pain remains on top. And now from behind, a poke to the eyes. This is crazy right now. I can't believe this match started with all four men in the ring. Oh! Backed right into the corner. The champs looking good right now.
Nice evasive maneuvers by Lil Cub Matoush. One hell of a drop kick cover here. I'm not so sure pinning is going to be the best mode for him to go by.
Yeah.
I mean, a big fella like that, you're going to want to try to keep him grounded as best as you can.
Well, he's already, I don't even know if he knows, but he's already got him on the ground. That's what he should have kept attacking him on the ground there. To have a big man like this down already, and the pin allowed for him to get back up again. And now an easy tag. Oh, no, wait. Oh, my goodness. Untamed. Just hammering on the head. And House of Pain might be in trouble. You talk about cutting the ring in half right now. This is the first advantage we've seen as this match has finally gotten underway. My God, the amount of mass in the ring right now. Oh, he's biting him. Bobby's biting him.
And one half of the House of Pain is going to need a tetanus shot.
And there's, oh my goodness, the ring. We have a lot more matches after this, and if this ring breaks, we're going to be in very big trouble right now.
Yeah, we might be having to give out refunds, and that's not going to go over very well. Oh, look at this.
Wow.
Little Cub's got himself a spot on that top buckle.
Oh, might have separated the shoulder. Now that wrist lock. Untamed is honestly looking pretty good here against the tag champs despite the weight deficiency. Off the rope. And sunset, no, a tag, and potentially it gets executed. He's going to put his weight down, but he's not the legal man. And right to the back of the head, a kick.
Well, that's a sound strategy by Nick Payne. He reaches back, he allows himself to be tagged in, and they fully exploit those 5 seconds that they have in between tags.
Knew exactly where he was in the ring. And now Papa Bear wants a piece of the action, so to speak. I don't know this name. They could be the champions tonight, though. They could win the tag team championship here. And now the back of the head. And now the ring's been cut in half in favor of the House of Pain.
We saw a phantom tag take place between Ali and Nick. It looks as if Little Cub is starting to really lose every bit of his patience considering all the offense he's taken.
That was amazing. He raked the eyes of Little Cub across the ropes and then a big shot right between the eyes as the tag was made. That was vicious stuff. And now a huge vertical suplex.
Cover here. And Lil Bear Matouche gets his shoulder up off the canvas.
And he's in desperation of a tag, desperate need of a tag, Matouche is. As the pressure's being applied right there to the throat. Referee admonishing him on the 5 count. And now a little bit of taunting going on and a shot. And now referee's got to get a hold of this, and now we're going to get a distraction here. And that might have been a low blow. I think it was low. Some fans here aren't happy about it. Oh, big sidewalk slam. 2.5 almost, retaining the titles for the House of Pain. And they're not happy about that result.
I gotta say, though, I don't really know much about Big Bear's newly added tag team partner, but this little guy has got a ton of fight about him. To take on this kind of punishment and still be in the matchup, that's sincerely impressive. Haven't seen a whole lot of technique out of the guy, but he's resilient.
He absolutely does. He got a whole lot of heart. That's absolutely true. We've definitely seen that, but he's in trouble now. He's in trouble. He's got to get out of there. At some point, this is going to add up, and it could be a quick victory for the House of Pain. Oh, and back down again. Matouche off the rope, and he tried to fire himself back up again, but he just caught the experienced elbow of the champ. Another tag made for House of Pain. Right to the back of the shoulder there.
Ali now is all over his opponent, not giving him a whole lot of breathing room. Little Cub Matouche now looks to break the hold. A couple shots to the midsection.
Oh!
Spine to the pine!
1, 2, so close there. Man, did he pull him up or did he kick out? No, he definitely kicked out. I mean, why would you pull a guy off the canvas when you're about to retain your tag titles? Is it Little Cub or is it Little Bear? I don't even know what the name is of Matoush. He's fairly tall though. He's not the shortest guy. Kicks to the head. And Matoush, huge cross body.
That might have taken every little bit of gas he had left in the tank out, though, man.
He might pass out.
He's completely depleted. We're not seeing any movement whatsoever. Just now at the 3 count, there's starting to be some signs of life.
Oh, well, they've already made. Oh, no, they did get the tag. Both teams tag out, and there's Big Bear with a clothesline. Wow. This man is massive. Oh, House of Pain. Makes a mistake, and Big Bear, oh my goodness, no!
And that's a lot of beef.
The beef is running wild here in Rhode Island. And a quick tag. Little Bear's in there, Little Cub's in there. Big Bear's calling the shots, though, and Big Bear got a lot of experience. Right across the sternum, and Big Bear crashes in 2. They can taste the Tag Team Championships at New World Wrestling Extreme, and a cannonball by the Little Bear. And
Oh!
no! Oh no!
Cover
The
here
cover.
applied.
2. Oh no! What a stiff palm strike to the side of the head, and oh my God, Big Bear came crashing down hard to the outside.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall. And Big Bear Matoush just took a nasty spill to the outside.
Oh.
House of Pain driving down Little Cub, and that will do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners and still NWWExtreme Tag Team Champions, the House of Pain!
Wow, that was hard to watch. That was a lot of beef. That was a lot of brawling. And House of Pain looks like they might be injured a bit, but they are the tag team champions. What is the referee doing here?
You know, they may not be liked by the Woonsocket faithful here, but there's one thing you could say about the House of Pain is they are convincing. They don't have a whole lot of flashy moves. They're not here to do the flippity-doo-dah. They're here to do one thing, and that is dismantle, destroy.
Well, a lot of times, too, they're up against 2 similar heavyweights, so to speak. 2 big tag team guys, and in this one, they had to deal with the massive Bear and then the Cub. And they exited him out of the ring and isolated the Little Cub, Matoush. And it was well done so that they could retain their tag team championships here in New World Wrestling Extreme. They might be beaten up a bit, but they're going home champions tonight.
Nick and Ali have nothing to be ashamed of. They might have shown some signs of gray in that matchup, and I don't condone it. I don't abide by it. But they walked to the beat of their own drummer, and there was gold on the line. They couldn't allow themselves to be made folly of by a newly formed tag team. I completely understand where they're coming from.
Yeah, being upset here. Little Cub wanted to do something for the Big Bear, and it just didn't work out. Wow, man, that was a car wreck, Bobby. It was unbelievable.
I mean, again, I want to give it up to the smaller of the 2 Matoushes. He certainly has himself a fair amount of moxie, but, you know, everything he brought to the dance just was not enough. A House of Pain totaling at a combined weight of a half a ton.
Your referee.
There's only one way to fight that fire, and that's with more fire and tonnage.
Absolutely. And the action keeps rolling on.
Making his way out to the ring right now is a man who calls himself Magnificent, being managed by one man, Honest Abe. I've had one good look at the magnificent Marcos. I've seen him in competition for the Test of Strength wrestling promotion, and the guy is an absolute powerhouse. You know, one might say that kind of physique would bring a one-dimensional fighter, but that is not the case. This guy Marcos can fly, he can do it all, and I imagine you're going to see a lot of it on display here tonight.
It's going to be really interesting here, like you said, unpredictable when you have all those different skills, doing what you've done and what they've seen. But with a new GM tonight, it's like you expect to see it all put out on the line. This is about the next paycheck. This is about championships, and they want to be back here.
Wow. This is a new World Wrestling Extreme staple. You're looking at the Tokyo Monster Kahagas, a man very well hardened by the roads he's traveled, world-renowned, one of the last shadows of the former NWA right here in New England, folks. The magnificent Marcos, he has a lot of promise, he has a lot of potential, but this man has a ton of experience and a fair amount of credentials behind it.
Yeah, this is going to be a good one. Look at this. The Tokyo Monster raises his hands with full confidence, a veteran here. And a very dangerous individual.
You know, full contest here about to be underway.
Magnificent might have wanted to leave the man with the cane at home. This is intimidation right here is what you're seeing.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next match is scheduled for one fall. And introducing, in the corner to my left, weighing in at 225 pounds, from Springfield, Massachusetts, Magnificent Marco! And in the corner to my right, weighing in at 226 pounds, he is the former NWA World Champion, the first ever Triple Crown NWA Champion. He is the International Crisis from Japan. Let's give it up for Tokyo Monster Kahaga! One fall.
Contest officially underway. The magnificent Marcos, if I could put it in as few words as possible, I'll say this. This young man is a large fish in a very small pond representing Western Massachusetts. I don't think he's had his mettle tested quite like it's going to be tested here tonight.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be one of his biggest challenges, I would say. I haven't seen too many of his matches before. Kahagas certainly fairly known here as he gets set up off the rope. Ooh, look at that. Steps over him and chops him. Huge strikes there. Off the rope with a big arm drag. Look at the focus on Kahagas. After he makes a move, he's ready for the next one. He's locked in right now. Off the rope and roll. Magnificent rolling to the outside, and he's already got to rethink what's going on here.
Well, this match has just now reached the minute point, Joe. In 1 minute, Kahagas has completely thrown Marcos off of his game. Now, you look at the guy, he's got a hell of a physique on him, but he doesn't have a whole lot of time in the sport. That's going to weigh in heavily.
And now he's taking time to jaw with the fans. And, you know, obviously it's in his head, and that's why he's doing this. Turns to the fans. Because what's going on in the ring right now, he's not liking it. Marcus does get back in the ring. Kahagas is all focus. You know, oh, there's a boot right to the midsection. I was going to say, back when I was in the ring and you get a guy like this, it was intimidating. You can look good, you can be young, you can have some training, but once you get in there, it affects you. This is intimidation. Kahagas is so experienced. Now, big uppercut there. Caught Marcus coming right in. Or Marcos, rather. It's Marcos, right?
That's right. The magnificent Marcos on the receiving end of a reverse tarantula. And Cahagas now risking disqualification. Ends up getting booted in the face
Wait a
by
sec.
Honest Abe.
Honest Abe with that cane right. He might have hit him in the throat with it. Referee Bell missed it. And that was, I guess finally now Cahagas is off his game here. He took a shot right to the throat off that distraction.
Cahagas has been in bigger pickles than this. I mean, I'm not saying that Marcos isn't bringing the heat. He certainly is. But this is not the first time that he's been outnumbered by a competitor and his manager. Well, look at that now. Asphyxiating him with his own T-shirt. Marcos isn't showing a whole lot of class here.
Oh, wait a minute. Come on, man. Look at this. Look at this. Well, this was actually a smart move by Marcos, because this has really changed the landscape of this match. I know that Cahagas, like you said, he's been up against it before, but this is a weapon at ringside for Marcos.
You know, Joe, I'm somewhat of a football fan myself, and countless times I can't tell you how many times a team has started off poorly and they were just never able to get back on the same rhythm. That could be the strategy being employed by Marcos and Honest Abe here, and if that's the case, it's paying out handsomely.
Yeah, this is completely turned the tables, and this is all from the outside. Marcos hasn't done anything to earn this. It's all been from the outside interference, and it completely changed the complexion of this match, because up until this time, it was full intimidation for Marcos, and he was, quite frankly, I don't think he was very sure of himself. And now he's having a good time chatting with his buddy, but he needs to stay on Cahagas.
Well, looks to do just that. He's got him up ass over tea kettle, drops him down with a big body slam.
Oh,
that's not even a pinfall. That's just an insult to injury.
Well, you're not going to beat the Tokyo Monster that way, and now he's starting to strike again. A knee to the midsection shuts that down for Marcos, who comes back in. The magnificent one with a huge right hand to the back of the head. Referee getting in there about that.
So far, Cahagas has not been entirely taken out of this fight. But if he doesn't get the upper hand and retain it, this could be a very magnificent debut for Marcos indeed.
With those short kicks right to the jaw. About a 2 there for Cahagas, and now he extending that leg submission move.
He's got himself a modified bow and arrow on him. He elects to get back up to his feet. Marcos now, he's got himself a hook of the leg.
Now he's got a standing one right there. And now Cahagas is posing, and what a shot.
Cahagas taking a few liberties out, getting some of that aggression. He's going to have to realign his focus here. Allowing emotions to get the best of you is not a ticket to victory.
Reversal kick to the back of the head. Ducks under, full Nelson. Oh, into a suplex. Pretty good move there by Marcos, and now he's going to go for this lateral press, and just a 2, and now the referee getting in it here. What's the man with the cane's name on the outside again?
That is Honest Abe, and he is anything but honest.
He's definitely not honest. He's distracting the referee, and it's working out for Marcos, the magnificent one right now, with a vertical suplex here. Whoa. Wow, not a lot of people do that to Cahagas, and down. And now he's showing off with about 6 push-ups.
Awfully proud of himself. Marcos wasted quite a bit of time going to that pin, and it could have very well inadvertently bought Cahagas those few extra minutes he needed to recover.
Abe is screaming at our referee here. Referee Bell getting an earful.
Marcos effectively has his opponent grounded still, applying that chin lock. Cahagas not showing a whole lot of life here. You can see Bell carefully surveying the situation. Looking over at our timekeeping table saying that there's no submission. But Cahagas now
trying to mount a comeback, trying to get the fans behind him. And he very well might have. He works himself back to a vertical base. And now Marcos sends him to the buckle, and here he comes. Measuring him, and oh, he caught a jaw full of turnbuckle as Cahagas stepped out of the way. And now that double wrist lock squeeze submission. And now a headbutt to the sternum and shots. Lefts and rights. These dragon chops. And now smashing down on the back of the head. Just a lot of stiff brawler type stuff. Nasty stuff from Cahagas.
The Tokyo Monster is feeling strong. He's got some new wind in his sails and appears to have Marcos right where he needs him. Marcos now with a pair of back elbows. Leaps off the ropes, ducks underneath the line attempt.
Oh! Marcos' desperation spear. He's got to cover him. He's got to get on it. 1, 2, 3. Oh, so close! My goodness! Marcos, so close to picking up what I would call an upset here in Woonsocket, Rhode Island. And Honest Abe is honestly furious. I think referee Bell was dead on there with that, though. He just got the shoulder up. He just kicked out of it. Did Cahagas.
Tokyo Monster's up on Marcos' shoulders here. But Cahagas is fighting his way to freedom.
Ooh.
Attempted a waistlock broken by Marcos. And both men are feeling the effects of this matchup. Just under the 10-minute mark.
Ooh. Back of the head, a clothesline inside out. 1, 2, 3.
Here is your winner,
Cahagas!
Tokyo Monster, Cahagas!
I think he suckered him in. He suckered him in there at the end. What a move. What an idea for the Tokyo Monster.
You know, I'm starting to see somewhat of a recurring theme here tonight, Joe. We've seen now two youngsters, two upstarts, really go in there with all cylinders fired, but throwing every bit of caution to the wind, and it ends up to their deficit both times around. Marcos, he had himself the extra added insurance of Honest Abe at ringside, but Cahagas is too far weathered. The guy's been doing this for too far long. He knew just how to sucker him in, and boy, did he cinch in with those teeth.
Absolutely brilliant and very impressive from the veteran, as you would expect it should be.
Solid victory here tonight by Cahagas.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be now taking a 15-minute intermission.
We have got a lot
so please
more
visit the concession stands
wrestling
and the
action on
area.
tap for you.
There'll also be
Don't you
a
go
50-50
anywhere.
raffle.
We'll be right back.
New World Wrestling Extreme presents Combat Warfare 10 at the American Legion Post 85 Outdoor Pavilion in Woonsocket, Rhode Island on Saturday night, May 16th. Tickets go on sale April 1st, $15 in advance or $20 at the gate the night of the event. Call 401-766-7585 for ticket information. And we will take things to the extreme with the innovator of violence, Tommy Dreamer, as he takes on King Leon VI. For the New World Wrestling Extreme Heavyweight Championship, the Spotlight superstar Darley Decimo will defend his title against the masshole Mike McCarthy. The New World Wrestling Extreme Tag Team Champions, the House of Pain, will be in action in Woonsocket defending their titles, but against who? We'll find out on May 16th. For the Openweight Championship, the Saturday Night Delight, Vincent Abruzzi, will defend against the man with the best brows in the business, Ty Shine. The magnificent Marco Santiago will take on the last outlaw, Garrett Holiday, at Combat Warfare 10. In ladies action, the Great Wolf Warrior Nakoma Tala returns to take on the debuting Miss DeVille. And in singles competition, it'll be the ace, Sammy Diaz, against Deman. And ladies and gentlemen, we will also present the second annual George N. Sawyer Memorial Fight for Your Heroes Battle Royal. 15 men entered in this Battle Royal. It's all going down Saturday night, May 16th. Let's get extreme.
Done for the evening, my friend.
The chaos has just begun here
for this bout?
at New World Wrestling
Real tough.
Extreme. And I can't wait for this second half to get started.
Neither can I, my friends. We have seen a stellar first half, an open weight championship title defense done by one Vincent Abruzzi in a stellar triple threat matchup, and not to mention that matchup between Marcos and Tokyo Monster Cahagas. One hell of a first half so far, folks. If you're not here live, you're missing it.
Woonsocket, Rhode Island. And what do we have here? The reinforcer is looking extremely confident.
I suspect another hoss fight on the horizon.
Wow, what you're about to see could shake the very rafters of this building in Woonsocket, Rhode Island.
Let's face it, baby. This show just hit the major leagues.
Wow.
The only one suck around here is your mama.
Oh, whoa. Andrew Anderson.
All I see here is a bunch of Rhode Island retards.
Oh, my goodness. Well,
I hear you talk, and it sounds like an army of sheep. Bah, 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 bah.
There will be no streamers thrown for that man in the ring right there.
might have to call him No Filter Andrew Anderson after that one.
We've got ourselves the Polynesian Punisher right here, ladies and gentlemen. If you're not familiar with Impact Wrestling, you may not be familiar with this man right here. This is Tala, by far one of the most agile large men in our sport. Joe, this is one hell of a way to kick off our second half.
This is impressive talent coming to New World Wrestling Extreme. Unbelievable. No, Ba was backstage. You know what he said to me?
What's that?
Ba.
Hello!
Yeah, he said ba.
Wait a minute.
Wait a second. Now he's telling the people.
He's got himself a little bit more English now.
Bah! Bah!
This is what he said to me. I told
Bah!
you. This is what I...
Stupid!
Whoa!
Follow Ba.
You fit right in, you big fat sheep.
Lighting up the room here in Woonsocket.
I'm a big fat panda, bitch.
Oh! And we just
Wow.
went TV 14.
Fala Ba.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is scheduled for one fall.
Slick Wagner Brown taught him that. I know it.
First, weighing in the corner to my left, he weighs in at 420 pounds from the island of the Philippines, from Impact, Fala Ba! And in the corner to my right, he weighs in at 302 pounds from Minneapolis, Minnesota. He's appeared on Fox's TV's Gotham and Sneaky Pete and The Manifest on NBC. He's known as the Reinforcer, Andrew Anderson! One fall.
Even with a list of credentials like that, he could not warm up this Woonsocket faithful to him, considering how he greeted him just a couple minutes ago. I'm not surprised. Referee Will Thompson calls for the bell. This contest is official. This is going to be something special.
This is going to be a powerful show of physicality. What was that? Ba has talked more trash tonight than I've ever heard him talk before. Tried to get some words out of him earlier, like I said. He told me Ba, and that was about it.
But I understand that if you hang around him after a while,
Yep.
you get to understand what the different Bas mean.
Right, all the different sort of cadences and things like that. Yeah.
Right, yeah. It's like a series of educated grunts, really. But he's not a foolish man by any means. He likes to have fun, but he knows how to get right inside of his opponent's head without even really knowing the same language. So that speaks for itself, I'd say.
And you talk about mystery earlier in the night as we began the show, and he's got some of that. And that can work to your advantage because the other guy doesn't really sure exactly what you're going to do next and what you're all about. And right now he's all about flexing for the crowd in Woonsocket.
Well, I would imagine that Andrea Anderson would be expected Fowler to kind of, shrink and cower in some regard. And the fact that he hasn't has already maybe thrown him off. But both men are still looking solid. Got themselves now slipping into a headlock from the collar and elbow.
Well, Anderson
movement from that's impressive.
That was pretty crazy. Not a movement. And Anderson saying that if he was in Impact Wrestling, he would be the champion already, and kind of was throwing shade at Falaba, who, oh my goodness, man, it's getting a little TV 14 here.
Oh, it's certainly getting
Woonsocket.
dicey. One thing that's not known about Falaba is he is a Wrestle Pro original, and they get down and dirty in Jersey.
Oh, yeah, they do. And off the rope, what a shoulder tackle there by Falaba. Ba, another shot across the sternum there. Seen him work with former WWE superstar Ryback quite a bit as well, like you said. Pat Buck doing a lot of work over there at Wrestle Pro, I believe.
He just recently just got hired as a full-time trainer at the WWE Performance Center. Big ups to Pat Buck. But let's take it back to the action here. Both men are completely just all over one another. Anderson, however, is taking the fall, and Falaba drops the leg.
One of his biggest influences he's mentioned is Yokozuna. He patented a lot of moves after the late great Yokozuna, but he's also adapted his style. So many different, more high-flying maneuvers and creative maneuvers that have come out of Falaba, like that one. Sort of like a steamroller. I believe he calls it the steamroller. Right over Anderson, and now here comes Ba, and oh no, he speared the post.
A slight misjudgment sends him square into the ring post, and you got to believe that Anderson is going to exploit that.
Absolutely, that's a huge mistake made here early on by Falaba, as he may have separated his shoulder going into the post.
Big shoulder thrust here by the reinforcer.
Snapmare there by Anderson. Oh my goodness, those shots into the spine, and now Falaba's in compromised position right in the center of the ring.
He's got nowhere to go. And the thing is here, Joe, have you ever had an injury to your shoulder or your clavicle?
Oh, it's devastating.
It's devastating, and placement outside of the shoulder area hurts just as much. A chin lock with a real firm grip around it, you're going to feel that radiate throughout your entire upper back. But Falaba is still fighting through the punishment.
And quite honestly, the longer the match goes, the worse it's going to get. The adrenaline's working for him now, but once that starts wearing off, that's when you really start feeling the injury. Now he's feeling this chin lock.
Mounted chin lock as well.
Thought maybe Anderson would lock it in there or maybe go for a camel clutch, but now he's just punishing that injured collarbone or sternum area.
Anderson, knowing that he has the advantage right now, he's picking and choosing his shots. And, Fowler right now, he's really starting to show some signs of wear. So if Anderson can stay on the path that he's on, he might have himself a locked-up victory here in Woonsocket.
Using the hair, and the referee is admonishing that, but now this chin lock. All the pressure being put down by Anderson right in the center of the ring. And he's squeezing. Look at that, trying to squeeze the life out of Falaba.
Applying that extra pressure to the jaw. Ba makes his way up to his feet. Nonetheless, he got those open palm strikes now.
Ooh, that third one did some damage, though, to Anderson. And now off the rope, here comes Ba. Oh, no! A clothesline. He caught him, did Anderson. Oh, 2.5. I thought maybe that might have been it for Ba. And now Anderson's trying to stay on him. Get himself. Whoa! Wait a minute. I don't know.
Put the kids to bed. It is now Power Hour here at New World Wrestling Extreme.
No, they were worried about some of the things I was going to say on the mic tonight. I mean, really, what is he doing? Just despicable stuff coming from Anderson. You got to be careful you don't get fined or something. Oh, Ba couldn't pick him up. And Anderson, he can't pick up Ba. And now Ba, Samoan drop. One of the signature moves of Falaba. And Anderson and Ba are down.
Both men are damn near completely depleted of energy. Ba's breathing heavy. You're not seeing any bit of movement out of Anderson. You gotta wonder what kind of effect that had on both men.
Huge impact. Both men seem to be back to their knees here. Referee's gonna stop the count. They rocked the ring so hard. Oh no, the referee almost got caught.
Well, Thompson caught himself literally in the line of fire. Thankfully, Fowler had the sense about him to stop.
Anderson shoved the referee back.
A lot of liberties being taken now.
I wondered if there was going to be this. Whoa, and now Ba shoves the referee away. Now both men going at it. Well, the referee screams at him. Oh, they both shoved the referee. What are they doing? Oh, that's it. Wait a minute. He's disqualified both of them.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has disqualified both
Anderson
Falaba and Andrew Anderson. Therefore, it's a double disqualification.
What is Anderson doing? And Ba takes the chair from him.
Things have boiled down into a complete dogfight. Will Thompson had had enough.
Ba's daring Anderson to get in the ring with him while he's brandishing that steel chair, and Anderson is walking back over here. I don't like this.
Taking a look over to our ring announcer. Trying to get it right
Hey,
in.
Panda Boy!
Whoa.
Look like you had a little too much Panda Express. You and me, back here, no DQ, no ref.
Wait, he wants Falaba to come back to Woonsocket in a no DQ match.
I mean, nothing's been made official, but the challenge has clearly been laid out. And Falaba is not the kind of guy that tucks his tail and runs. No. I'd imagine he's going to take him up on it if the powers that be so allow him.
Well, the new GM is here. The new GM is here, and we wanted a result there. This was a match that people were really looking forward to as one of our main events. And the fact that it ended that way is really unfortunate. And a no DQ match, but they may need more than that. If they're going to handle the referee like that, I mean, they may need like an outside enforcer or somebody else to take over if they're going to have a no DQ match here again.
Well, Anderson said he wanted no referee, so I don't understand exactly what that entails.
What does that mean? Yeah.
I mean, maybe it could be some sort of a shoot fight, but I did not expect the level of animosity to be shared between those two men as there was. Nonetheless, Joe, like you said, that is one of our three main events of the evening. We've got ourselves a title match on tap.
Yes.
Slick Wagner Brown taking on Darley Decimo.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget you can find NWWExtreme Wrestling on Facebook.
And here he is right now. Speak of the devil. We have seen a lot of him at the XWA Event Center. This young man is built like an absolute brick shithouse.
I can't wait.
Standing well over 6 feet tall. Got the build of a pro football player. Decimo brings every bit of the heat. He's got a very varied and diverse moveset. He's not a one-dimensional competitor by any means. You're going to see a lot of that on display here tonight.
Desmond looks very impressive in front of this Woonsocket crowd. Hold the phone. This one's going to be a huge one. I've waited all day for this.
This young man has turned a lot of heads in a short amount of time. You know, we first caught wind of him at XWA's Thursday Night Throwdown maybe about 2 or 3 years ago, and we knew he had something special, but he was still very raw, still very early in his development. Ever since having a WWE tryout match later on that same year, we didn't see him for a while, but when he re-emerged, he had a completely different focus,
right.
a different cool about him, a different sense of confidence. You know, the WWE is not the kind of place that says no. They're the kind of place that says, not yet. This is where you need to be. This is what you need to work on.
With the amount of knowledge he got there, he probably took it back here, and he knows exactly what he has to focus on now going forward.
I feel as if that's one of the bigger reasons why he's had such good success over the past year. It's not just his physicality. It's not just his athletic prowess. It's like you said, Joe, everything he gained from that experience. He's wise enough to apply it.
After local authorities lose patience with
we'll see if he can apply it here tonight.
With Occupy Wall Street demonstrators in Oakland, California.
Hundreds of OPD officers, as well as allied agencies, came to Franco Gallo Plaza.
Charlie can allow the fanfare to not get inside his head. He could prove himself to be a very valuable commodity, but this is no walk in the park, and this is no curtain jerker, my friends. This is Slick Wagner Brown.
Bobby, this might be one of my favorite entrances in all of pro wrestling. Slick Wagner Brown, an impressive veteran in the New England area, and he's holding that belt with confidence.
He might not have left too many people feeling warm and fuzzy here in Woonsocket, but this is a man who has proven his worth several times over here in New England. Some have even argued and said that he has not been given his proper and due, which may even have been the main catalyst, main inspiration behind starting the Test of Strength wrestling promotion based out of Hartford, Connecticut.
Well, all you've done tonight is sell me on these guys, man. I can't believe it. I'm so excited that these guys have crossed the border and come to Rhode Island here at our promotion that is so important to have athletes like this from around the world here at New World Wrestling Extreme. And this is a huge, huge opportunity for Desmond.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next match is scheduled for one fall. And it's for the New World Wrestling Extreme Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, the challenger. He weighs in at 240 pounds and hails from Boston, Massachusetts. Let's put your hands together for the superstar, Darling Deman. And in the corner to my left, he is the current New World Wrestling Extreme Heavyweight Champion. Weighing in at 240 pounds, he is known as the Underground King. Here he is, Slick Wagner Brown. Your referee, Gina Martin.
Interesting reaction from these fans here. Champion's having a good time with it, though. What in the world is happening right now?
Whoa. Boss, I'm flabbergasted. Why we stop? When you see a black man on a horse.
What in the world was that? Some kind of psych out. What kind of mind games are going on here? I don't know if it's Slick Wagner Brown. I don't know if it's got something to do with our new GM. And what in the heck is going on right now?
Big Business has showed up, and he's got a buzz on.
Ladies and gentlemen, Big Business.
What Big Business with a Bud Light? And what is he doing out here with a kendo stick? I can't believe. I don't know what he's doing. What's he gonna? Is he coming over here? Is he gonna sit here?
All right. Well, apparently, Big Business has tagged himself in. And I'm going to be joined by him on commentary. Seems to be brandishing some sort of weapon on a strategically placed kendo stick. I don't know how much light I want to bring to that.
Hello, sir.
Hello, Mr. Big Business. How are you, my friend?
I am wonderful, wonderful. I am doing great tonight. You have been doing a fabulous job. I've been backstage. Oh, we're ringing the bell. Sorry about that. I've been backstage, and I've been listening to you, and I've been watching all the action, and I have to say you're doing a fabulous job.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much, my friend.
You're welcome, and that's what I'm paying you for, so you better be doing a fabulous job. You understand?
That is the truth.
But anyway, I had to come out here because I needed a ringside seat for this. This was absolutely amazing. We have the lineup of all lineups. We have a championship match. The challenger, Darley Decimo, the young buck, and the underground king, Slick Wagner Brown.
You know, that's what Joe and I were talking about earlier. This is a golden opportunity for Decimo to really have himself placed on the map right here. Slick Wagner Brown, a well-versed veteran. Some would say he hasn't really gotten his proper just due here in New England, and some would be right. But he has held on to the New World Wrestling Extreme Heavyweight Championship for every bit of its worth. And even though it's rubbed the people of Woonsocket the wrong way, he's carried it with pride. I feel as if Decimo has got a bigger fight than what he realizes.
Reigning New World Wrestling Extreme Heavyweight Champion. Wagner has been undefeated. Everybody that has come through here, he has beaten. And this matchup, they're locking up. Here we go. Right there, right into it. I'm just so excited for this. New England is such a breeding ground for talent. And it's just, there's so much talent out here. As you see in the lineup we had tonight.
Absolutely.
But, I'll be honest, I'm running out of folks to put in the ring with Wagner. You know what I mean? The man has been in this business for years now. How long has it been? 20-something since the 90s. I don't remember exactly what, but it's the 90s. And he's flawless. He's in great shape. He has no signs of aging or slowing down. And this young guy, Darley Decimo, has definitely got his work cut out for him tonight.
Well, he does. And not only that, I mean, if he comes out of this match without the championship title, Decimo, I feel, comes out of this match with a lot. When you compete with someone on Slick's level, you gain valuable experience. And he's just the man that will apply it in just the right way.
Absolutely.
Now, I've had the chance to watch Decimo develop over the past couple of years, and I got to say it's like day and night. I saw him for the first time 2 years ago at the event center. A lot of promise, a lot of potential, but very rough around the edges. Yeah. Now he's a lot more of a polished athlete. Slick is going to get inside that polished athlete's head, though. Double underhook applied by Decimo. Slick wiggles out of it. Big swing and a miss by Decimo. Waist lock applied. Standing switch.
This kid is quick, man. He's quick. Oh. Ooh. Shot to the gut by Wagner. What's going on here? Oh,
that's that elusive nature of Slick Wagner Brown.
Agility,
pick of the leg.
Look at that agility.
Double pick.
Nip up by Don. Oh, okay, kid. All right. Yeah.
You would not expect that out of a man that size. Standing at well over 6 feet tall, 240 pounds, Decimo pops up with lethal grace.
Yeah.
Snug collar and
He's
elbow
got the
tie-up.
athleticism. He's got good technical skills.
I can see why you guys chose to give him such a grand opportunity at his debut.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Wagner now with the upper hand.
For 20-plus years, there's not a whole lot that Decimo can really throw his way that he has not seen before.
Absolutely.
I think it's going to be a matter of timing with these two, more so than anything else.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be timing. It's definitely. I mean, but, you know, Wagner has a, the boss. The boss. They love the tan suit. You like the tan suit?
It looks great on you.
Thank
It really
you very
does.
much. Thank you very much. I have my own tailor. Oh!
Whoa! Decimo is going to need his own doctor after
Wagner
that
almost
shot.
took his head off. Out of the ring he goes. That's where he does not want to be right now.
Well, you know what? Big business. We're just about 5 minutes into this matchup, and we've already seen the tides turn a couple times. This is the resolve that we were talking about.
Yep.
This is Slick Wagner Brown at his finest. This is not a sprint for him. It's a marathon.
It's a marathon, exactly. And oh. And like I said, this is where Darley Decimo does not want to be. He does not want to be on the receiving end of Wagner, you know, especially on the outside of the ring. The man is skilled, both on the inside and the outside. He's been in the wars. He's been in the battles. He's been all over.
Well, and I hate to shine our official in an unfair light, but with all due respect, referee Gina, she's very good at her craft and she takes to it well, but she's less than 2 years in. A slick Wagner Brown move and the right vantage point. Whoa! Never mind the right vantage point. We just saw a daredevil dive over that middle rope, rocking
Wagner
Decimo.
with the dive.
That was insanity. Woo. Now, a lot of people would think, oh, Slick's been in this too long. He can't fly. He can't go. There is proof right there.
Wow.
And he most certainly can.
He just launched himself. You see that?
Did you see Decimo's head hit the back of that table?
Yeah, I did. I hope he's okay.
Things are starting to get rough and rugged here, folks.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you for that beverage. You see,
Why
it's
won't
hard
anyone
work.
bring me a beer, for Christ's sake?
Because I'm the boss. Why would you even have to ask that? There's no drinking on the job. You have a job to do. No, excuse me, sir.
Oh,
you
okay.
have a job to do. How dare you ask for a beer when you are working right now?
Fair enough. All right.
You're lucky I'm feeling good and I'm on my 8th beer right now. Or otherwise, I'd, probably write you up or something.
Fair enough. I appreciate the leniency. Decimo now makes his way into the ring just in the nick of time.
Recover. Oh. Can't get him. Come on, kid. You got to do something. Now Wagner's picking him apart with the arm bar. Yeah. Top wrist lock. Here we go.
He's committed to it. He found himself
He's got
a weakness.
the technical skills. Yeah.
And he's going to exploit it. Decimo is grounded. Decimo's got a few inches of height on him. It would behoove Brown to keep Decimo floored as long as possible.
Yeah. The kid's got youth on the side. You got to keep him down. And Wagner knows that. That's why he's been, going with the ground and pound. Crowd into it. New World Wrestling Extreme. Raising hell.
Decimo raising those right hands. Sends Wagner loopy.
Oh! Decimo with the suplex.
Full extension, driving Slick Wagner Brown to the canvas.
Ooh, that was pretty.
And both men are looking damn near depleted. This has been a match of championship caliber through and through, and I got to say it, Decimo is really taking this one on the chin. Big business, what's your take overall on this?
I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this right now. I'm looking at two premier athletes age versus youth in this match right now, and there are no quarters asked and none given. They are going at it. They are going at it right now.
Slick now, he's got somewhat of a grip on Darley Decimo.
Darley's up now.
Breaks a hold, does a superstar.
Fire.
Whoa, now they're trading shots. This has boiled down into a fight, my friends. You can throw that rule book out the window. Gold is on the line, and you can see it with the intensity with which these men fight.
Oh, Darley's on fire. One clothesline, two clothesline. Kick to the gut.
Whoa! Oh! Overhead Northern Lights suplex.
Come on, kid.
And Decimo back up to his feet first. You can feel him.
Decimo's got to get on him. He's got to stay on him. This is where his inexperience is. He's got to stay on him.
And more driving elbows.
Yeah. Whip to the rope. Oh! Kick to the face by... Oh!
Leaping leg drop driver cover here.
This is it. Oh! He kicked out. He kicked out.
And you got to figure 10 minutes into this matchup, and both men now might be near the end of their tank. Decimo taking a lot of offense in this one.
This could go either way.
If I had to give time of possession to either player, it would be Slick Wagner Brown.
Yeah.
Staying primarily on the offensive here.
If we were going by points, he'd have the points, but this kid's not giving up. He's still staying in it. Oh. Fireman's carry. Oh. Oh!
Standing flapjack. Cover here.
Oh! Almost. 2.5. 2.5.
Referee Blue Shoes Monty says this match will continue.
Blue Shoes.
You can see both of these guys here starting to dig deep into their arsenal, throwing those big power moves out that way.
They're just throwing everything at each other right now. Darley's setting him up for something. What's he doing? Got him in the turnbuckle. Oh! Kick to the face by Wagner. Oh! Kick to the back of the head.
Beautiful
that's
standing
it.
Insecurity.
That's it. Oh, what's he doing? What's Wagner doing?
Wagner pops up. Hits him with the moonsault. Cover.
1, 2. No, he kicked out. Good grief.
Decimo has taken everything that Slick Wagner Brown has dished out.
I thought that was it. I thought that was it.
Big business. I was with you, man. I was convinced.
What else does Wagner have to do to this kid?
I mean, you're talking about somewhat of a size differential between the two. Decimo with a bit more bulk on him. Youth is on his side.
No, Wagner's got the weight on him. Wagner's got Decimo's got the athleticism and the, he's more lean. He's more lean. That's why Wagner's been able to. That's why he's been able to have him get the best of him, because he's been using his weight to his advantage. Oh, with the chop in the corner. I know about those chops, man. Those chops hurt.
Rattling throughout the American Legion post 85. Decimo reverses the whip now.
Oh,
look
Wagner
at the
up and
evasive
over.
maneuvers here.
This is it. This is it. Oh. Decimo with the reversal.
The DDT is silent like Decimo. Cover here. You're going to be kidding me. We've got a new champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, have a new World Wrestling Extreme Heavyweight Champion, Darley the Superstar.
I can't believe it.
Decimo.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
Oh, my
The
Lord.
kid pulled it off. He pulled it off. He pulled it off.
This was incredible. What a showing here. A display of fortitude, a display of perseverance Darley Decimo has just put his name on the map here in New England. Welcome to the club, kid.
Darley Decimo is the New World Wrestling Extreme Heavyweight Champion. Wow, what a match.
What a debut.
Wow, what a match. What a debut. He just came in here and pulled a major upset. I can't believe this.
Some were saying that this young man was given way too much too soon, but in my not so humble opinion, I vehemently disagree, and the proof is in the pudding. Your new champion, Darley Decimo.
He did it.
Big business over here ringside, having a first-class front row seat to all the action here, and I can see why. The sky is the limit for Darley Decimo, quite possibly one of the greater acquisitions made by New World Wrestling Extreme.
The music, cut it, cut it, cut it!
Slick Wagner Brown wants to have himself some parting words here.
After I represent this company with everything I got, everywhere I went, and believe me, I go to a lot of places, and this is the respect that I get.
Yeah, the fans should be treating him like this, man. They should have treated him a little better than that.
You know what? It's cool. It's cool. You guys, you bought a ticket, you paid your money, you have the right to cheer and boo whoever you want.
That's right. What a good sport. What a good sport he is.
So, Darley Decimo, congratulations, champ. You got the juice now, my man.
What a show of sportsmanship.
What a show of sportsmanship. What a show.
A class move by a New England staple. Oh!
What the hell was that?
Darley Decimo getting a formal endorsement by a New England institution, and he kicks him in the twig and giggleberries. No! That is not the impression you want to leave. I'm almost speechless here, folks. Darley Decimo shows up during his debut with a massive victory, resulting in a championship title change over Slick Wagner Brown, who gives him a formal endorsement, and he kicks the guy.
New World Wrestling Extreme presents Combat Warfare 10 at the American Legion Post-85 Outdoor Pavilion in Woonsocket, Rhode Island on Saturday night, May 16th. Tickets go on sale April 1st, $15 in advance or $20 at the gate the night of the event. Call 401-766-7585 for ticket information. And we will take things to the extreme with the innovator of violence, Tommy Dreamer, as he takes on King Leon VI. For the New World Wrestling Extreme Heavyweight Championship, the Spotlight superstar Darley Decimo will defend his title against the masshole Mike McCarthy. The New World Wrestling Extreme Tag Team Champions, the House of Pain, will be in action in Woonsocket defending their titles, but against who? We'll find out on May 16th. For the Openweight Championship, the Saturday Night Delight, Vincent Abruzzi, will defend against the man with the best brows in the business, Ty Shine. The magnificent Marco Santiago will take on the last outlaw, Garrett Holiday, at Combat Warfare 10. In ladies action, the Great Wolf Warrior, Nakoma Tala, returns to take on the debuting Miss DeVille. And in singles competition, it'll be the ace, Sammy Diaz, against Deman. And ladies and gentlemen, we will also present the second annual George N. Sawyer Memorial Fight for Your Heroes Battle Royal. 15 men entered in this Battle Royal. It's all going down Saturday night, May 16th. Let's get extreme.